Well, hello there. I'm the old Growler. Welcome to Meeting Expectations. What we do here is we take a look at a can of beer, a bottle of beer, sometimes a wine or a spirit might drop by. We're all friends in fermentation. We take a look at the label. We read everything on the label. We take a look at the artwork. We see what they're trying to sell us. We crack it open and see if it meets expectations. First off, all the time we always use the same style of glassware for all of our tastings. That way nobody has a leg up when it comes to clarity or aromatics. Speaking of aromatics, most people when they'll do a tasting, they will take a look, they will sniff, sip, and let you know what they think. Well, I sip first. Why? I'll let wine expert Fred Dex explain it all to you. He can do a lot better than I can. Also, all beer should be served at the correct temperature. Lagers between 37 and 47 degrees Fahrenheit, and ales between 50 and 55 degrees Fahrenheit. The good folks at ThermoWorks sent me one of their lollipop thermometers to test the temperature of all of the beers we taste here on Meeting Expectations. All right. If you want to know the temperature for your beer, click right up on the banner and I'll let you know. Okay, what do we have today? We have from the Alewife Brewing in Queens, New York. That is our sister county over there. We're Kings County here, and Queens County is we are the two counties that make up the two boroughs of New York City that are on Long Island. So, what have we got? We've got their Vibes West Coast IPA. Vibes West Coast IPA. Now, that looks kind of the old 1960s hippies type of good stuff going on there. Okay, let's see what it says. It's $6.99 from the local beer barrel and 6.6% alcohol by volume. Brewed and packaged by Alewife Brewing, Queens, New York. Hashtag Alewife Brewing, all one word. Featuring Cashmere, El Dorado, and Simcoe hops. All right. Cashmere I'm not too familiar with. El Dorado's a little bit of kind of the mango and tropical. I call it mango, not papaya, but mango definitely. And Simcoe, that gets into the citric. So we're going to have kind of a lemony type of mango type of flavors in here. And also, it is brewed with Kveik yeast, K-V-I-E-K. That's a signature yeast for this brewery, which makes it for an interesting flavor profile. I haven't quite pegged it down yet, but I'm going to. All right. Okay, West Coast IPA, we're talking hazy, and we're talking very effervescent, very lush body at 6.6% alcohol by volume. It does have a big body. And with, again, the type of mango and lemony type of flavors. Mainly, I'm thinking it's going to be in the flavor rather than the aromatics, but we'll find out. Let's see if it meets those expectations. Well, I'm surprised. That's awful clear for a West Coast IPA. There it is. Looks more like a European IPA. It clocks in at 48 degrees Fahrenheit. So, it is right at the top there, or right at the bottom there, I should say. 50 to 55 degrees it should be. 48, well, it might be hiding some of its flavors. All right, well, it looks like an IPA. Let's see if it tastes like an IPA. Cheers. Yes, I took 2 sips. The reason I do that is because my taste buds are incredibly lazy. They don't listen to anything that I'm saying, and so they go to sleep. They have to be woke. So I just woke them. Let's see what their olfactory friends have to say. Okay, there is a kind of a springtime, fresh green leaf type of aroma to this. Well, let's see what the taste buds have to say about that. Yes, there is a particular flavor to this. The malt is nice and rich there. It's got a good body to it. This is maybe I call it a 5-second beer. And that's a beer that it takes you about 5 seconds for your taste and your olfactory to catch on to it and go, whoa, that's what that's all about. Well, this one does. It takes a smidge to develop, but once it develops, particularly in the kind of tannic type of flavor that sensation that you get in your mouth, which I'm sure the carbonation has something to do with that. But another sip. Let's one more sip. Nope. That is a nicely balanced. It leans a little bit to the sweetness. That unique yeast has a fun flavor that goes right along with a hop that isn't oppressive, but it takes a while to arrive, and when it arrives, it certainly makes itself at home. Well, so does Alewife Queens, Alewife from Queens Vibes West Coast IPA Meet Expectations. Well, it certainly excites expectations, that is for sure. So, I'd say yeah, it certainly does. If you enjoyed this presentation, please click on the subscribe button and the bell. That way you won't miss any of our presentations. If you share us with your friends and your beer buddies, I'd really appreciate it, and a comment would be really cool. I'm Pete LaFrance, the Old Growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.